Your return to my CryptoQ Media channel brings me joy. Here, we'll talk about XRP. When XRP's price reaches a certain level, I will also talk about something that might happen with Bitcoin and how it could affect XRP in the road. It is not surprising that the World Bank is preparing to upgrade its plumbing, considering how quickly all these organizations are embracing digital technology. Be advised that the World Bank has designated XRP and XLM as stablecoins that can be utilized under the new system. There will be a sea change at these banks in the coming months as India looks into outlawing Bitcoin and highlights the benefits of CBDCs. Bitcoin was initially going to be subject to a high tax by the European Central Bank (ECB). Italy operates similarly. Not only does everyone think Bitcoin should be taxed, but even the US Federal Reserve doesn't see any use for it. Think about this, I've stated it before, and I'll state it again, CBDC will destroy any rivals the second they show up. They consider Bitcoin to be an adversary. Ethereum functions similarly. When you own XRP or other cryptocurrency, you should know that it is not a competitor to the dollar. It doesn't seem dangerous to a CBDC. Actually, it boosts the dollar's value. Consider for a moment that you could send US dollars to every country on earth in an instant if something were to happen right now to increase the value of the US dollar. It's just for fun. That is XRP's beauty. Hence, the mRNA shot was voluntary, and neither gold nor Executive Order 6102 were confiscated. For a government to legally confiscate your Bitcoin, physical seizure is not required. This proposal has the potential to affect the value and price of institutional Bitcoin, which is defined as Bitcoin held by licensed custodians. The government can manufacture money whenever it wants, so there's no need for it to confiscate Bitcoin if it doesn't support it. But it has a purpose to undermine Bitcoin's security and hence act against it. They need to produce more of it, faster, because the value of whatever they print drops when they encounter stronger and better money. Get everything ready ahead of time. For the same reason that I've always said it, because Bitcoin is superior than the US dollar. The expected number is 6102. Eventually, Bitcoin will supersede the dollar. When those words are spoken, people pay attention. So, when a CBDC comes along, they will definitely try to get rid of Bitcoin. But I don't see them doing that with XRP because XRP can be used to create any kind of new US currency, including digital dollars, US Treasury dollars, and the present dollar. XRP makes it better. Executive Order 6102 needs explanation, nevertheless. Allow me to illustrate a scenario where they actually employ this. After federal judge John Woolsey ruled that Executive Order 6102 was null and void due to the President, not the Secretary of the Treasury, should have signed it, an amendment was required. Frederick Barbara Campbell, a New York attorney, attempted to take over $5,000 worth of gold from her Chase National Bank account. In the aftermath of Chase's rejection, Campbell went on to sue the bank. On September 27, 1933, a federal prosecutor brought charges against Campbell after he failed to produce the gold the day before. Finally, the prosecution's case against Campbell achieved the seizure of Campbell's gold when the federal government's authority to do so was preserved. You should remove your Bitcoin assets from exchanges since, in my opinion, they will disclose your ownership to US authorities at some point. Always sell XRP at a higher price so you can reinvest at a lower price, the reasoning is the same. Uphold provides that data to the United States government. Coinbase reports this to the US government. You definitely don't want to end up in this jam, because they might decide down the road that only big banks can buy and sell cryptocurrencies or that only certain cryptos can be held in custody. Your cryptocurrency holdings on exchanges are already known to them. Perhaps it's an electronic currency such as Bitcoin or Ethereum. We are not now involved since they have not implemented this presidential order. Still, I'm of the opinion that they will, but not with your crypto or keys. Get the transactions of it cleared. As soon as a CBDC arrives, they will definitely use this against Bitcoin holders, but I really doubt they will ever do it against XRP holders. Because of this, all cryptocurrency prices can rise. So, before leaving the United States, Roger Ver did all in his power to pay Bitcoin taxes in accordance with the vague legislation in place at the time. Finally, after all these years, the government has decided to go after him. They have still not told him how much he supposedly owes or given him a chance to settle, even though they violated his attorney-client privilege and used complex chain analysis to track his financial transactions. Beyond Roger alone, this is a problem. The government is making more of an effort to go after Bitcoin users in the past. The principal objective of the 87,000 armed officers being hired by the IRS is to enforce regulations pertaining to Bitcoin. Your financial transactions are being monitored and could be used against you, even if the rules weren't evident when you behaved. Particularly if you deal with Bitcoin, this is the case. Cases like the one involving Rogers show how the government is keen to confuse the waters, undermine constitutional protections like attorney-client confidentiality, and levy criminal charges without transparency. They are monitoring all of your Bitcoin transactions. As I indicated earlier, now it's Roger, tomorrow it may be you. While you're making a purchase, everyone handles you like a cryptocurrency. Many people still see cryptocurrency as an unregulated frontier, even though everyone can see every single transaction that passes through those exchanges. I read, someone informed me about the Uphold card when we ran into each other about 4 months ago, so I figured it out. Now, whenever I go shopping, I use it. In order to keep up appearances, I set aside my entire paycheck. Secondly, I make an effort to explain that Uphold keeps track of all of their purchases when I use the card when shopping. If you use Coinbase or any other exchange that has Know Your Customer or anti-money laundering protocols in place, the Internal Revenue Service will send you a letter at some time. Gensler has been outspoken in defending his agency's controversial crypto regulation strategy. Too many people have been hurt because of what Gary said. The bankruptcy courts have unfortunately been a source of solace for many people who have suffered financial losses. But suppose FTX is the one that Gary turns to instead. What happened after that? The failure of FTX caused many people to lose a lot of money. Their money has been trapped at FTX for years, and it all starts with Gary Gensler. This person is really hypocritical when it comes to the hurt people in the crypto community. A privilege it is for you to view my video. After you're done, please subscribe and give me your feedback.